Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 8 of this NHL 21 No First Rounders franchise mode here with the Milwaukee Pirates. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, head up into that top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with a link to the playlist. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell. And if you're looking for hockey apparel, use that first link in the description to save yourself 15% off any kind of hockey clothing from my brand Yard Sale Hockey. So guys, last episode we got through round 1 of the playoffs, as well as we watched the Milwaukee Pirates put up a President's Trophy winning campaign in the regular season. So that was a fantastic year from them. As you can see, the lineup is pretty solid, I would say. We literally just need to find some fourth line two-way forwards, and then we will be set for the future. So yeah, that is how the team is looking. You know, maybe we'll go out and try to upgrade on Ghost or somebody like that, because, you know, unfortunately Gostisbehere just has not really performed up to the standard I was expecting him to. And, you know, it's too bad. But I honestly, he didn't have that terrible season, but he is $5.72 million, which was more than we were, you know, initially willing to pay him. And we are going to face a bit of an issue here too with Braden Holtby coming up, because 5.5, you know, isn't crazy expensive, but we are probably going to have to replace him eventually. But we don't really need to think about any of that right now, because we are still in the playoffs. And, you know, something else to kind of premeditate on, prepare for, is going to be that we have 3 elite looking players here available in the draft that are not first rounders. So that being Lars Ackerlund, who looks absolutely fantastic as a goalie, Kai Levo, who's a guaranteed elite sniper on the left wing, and then Randy Webb, who's another goalie that we might be able to pick up, but I get the feeling it's going to definitely be Ackerlund and Levo. And there are some other guys in here that, you know, look pretty good. No guarantees that we, you know, actually get them. The guy I'm really looking at as well is Magnus Timander, because I think he'd be a great fit for one of our lower lines in the future, especially with 1-year ETA. So there's definitely some players to, you know, pay attention to, potentially look to move up in the draft for, and we definitely have trades available still, so that's always a good thing. As far as the team goes, this team is absolutely solid throughout the entire group. And, you know, we go down to the AHL. Greer's not doing bad. He had a pretty decent season. We've seen some decent growth from Sokolov, Chubasov, nothing crazy there. Zamnov was okay. Reasonen made a bunch of progress, but really didn't have anything out of the ordinary for a season. He was pretty average again. 97 penalty minutes, though. I didn't even notice that until now. So that's not great. Maybe we'll have to use him as a trade piece, but Tate Hawley as well, if he can keep growing, then we got a good player there. Same with Malikov. How low was he rated before? Let me go check that. Okay, Malikov was only a 50 rated at the start of the season, so he's seen some incredible progress. The rest of the guys, not so much, so that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. And you know, 30 wins for Tate Hawley, that's pretty good. So yeah, that's our group in the minors. Malikov, probably the name that we're going to keep the closest eye on. And what did he put up for points? Okay, 12 points, 51 games. Nothing ridiculous, but there's definitely been some progress there. And, well, now we've got to deal with the Winnipeg Jets, who are going to be a good team. And I actually cannot remember. I'm going through our records here right now, our pieces of paper that have all the info on it. The Pirates have never made it past round 2 of the playoffs up to this point, so Winnipeg is going to be a pretty significant obstacle, I would say. I don't expect this to be an easy series by any means, and of course they have Rick Summers too. So yeah, gonna be a bit of a tough series coming up here. I wish we had a goalie like Hellebuck, but you know, we might still have a shot at him in the future. That's possible. But yeah, Summers really makes this team look way better than way better than they were. So yeah, here we go. Let's get into this Winnipeg series. If we get bounced, then we'll go to the draft. But if we move on, we'll definitely get through the rest of this, I think, is what I promised last video. So here we go. Let's get into this. Actually, sorry, I forgot comments. So, there's actually a bunch of comments between two guys mainly, Duke Storm and Felipe LeBanc. Those guys both just load up the comments, and I love it. So Duke Storm said, "Oops, I missed that Tuck was a first rounder. I don't think you should get a penalty. We should just be able to, or we should have been able to have spotted that one. Our bad." So I appreciate you, Duke, you know, and hopefully the rest of my subscribers and whoever's watching this kind of taking a little bit of responsibility for missing that Alex Tuck's first rounder as well. That was totally on me as well, but yeah, that was a pretty bad miss last episode. Duke Storm also said, I don't really think you should get Upshaw because he will want so much money, which you will probably not be able to pay since we have to keep players like Getzel. And he said, my guess is that Milwaukee will lose in the conference finals. Okay, so he's predicting that we beat Winnipeg. And then Felipe LeBanc said, I don't really like the idea of getting Harry Upshaw because goalies are random in this game and it's not really worth it. And then he also said, I like the Kaprizov deal, maybe an overpayment, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, Kaprizov will be good for a long time. So yes, some very good comments there. I appreciate those, and you know, they help this series move along as long as the focus works on my camera. There we go. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Let's start advancing day by day and see how this series goes. So, first game of this series is a 3-2 loss as the Pirates just barely lose to the Jets in game 1. Alright, heading into game number 2 now, we are going to see a 5-2 victory. That's more what we're talking about, as you know, that one goes the way it was, I think it was supposed to, as Kelowna. I've been recording a lot of comments episodes recently, as the Pirates win the game that they're supposed to there. Alright, heading to game 3 for Winnipeg, we got to at least split this, if not win both. And game 3 is a 4-3 overtime loss. That stings, man. Come on. Toronto probably going to get swept by Florida. 2-1 Vancouver, 2-1 Winnipeg, and 2-1 for Carolina. Alright. Heading into game number 4 now, and we are going to see another 4-3 overtime loss. That's not good enough, okay? When you're the President's Trophy winners, you win tight games like that. Okay? So here we go. Slow sim for game 5. You get it your way, Winnipeg. 13-12 first period on shots for game number 5. Second period, 2-1 Milwaukee. Hold that freaking lead, Pirates. Hold it. Because the second you don't, we're jumping in. Power play. Come on, Milwaukee. Oh, my God. Another power play. God, that was suspenseful. I literally wasn't even going to commentate it because I was holding my breath. 39-31, 2-1 win. Oh, the goalies were both standing on their heads that game. That is ridiculous. Okay. So the Pirates stay alive for at least a game 6. Florida's through. Carolina's looking like they're going to be through. But who knows still. Series can go either way. So heading into game number 6 now, as the Pirates have forced game 6. First period is a 2-1 Winnipeg lead as Summers scores, then Whitney, then Scheifele. Second period, 4-2 game. Holy Pirate onslaught. That was a raid there. Klingberg, Whitney, and Getzel will all score. And, well, let's see what the third period contains. Power play for the Pirates. doesn't convert, but then Cole Perfetti scores. That makes sense. Okay. 42 shots. We only have 4 goals. That's crazy. Hellebuck's literally standing on his head. Dude, how many more shots can you take against a goalie? Are we going to break 50 shots this game? Okay, there we go. Greenway finally scores. And then Stone gets the empty net. 50 shots in a 6-3 victory. As Milwaukee comes surging back here. Jake Getzel, 3-point game. 2 goals for Whitney. Goal and an assist for Stone. That's what we like to see, and well, we might be the only series. Yep, we are the only series going to 7 games, as Winnipeg was up there, I want to say. Whitney's got 13 goals already. That's crazy. Where was Winnipeg placed at? Yeah, they had 106 points. They were 4th place. Yeah, but Carolina gets through. I think I called that one. Vancouver, I believe, is through, and so is Florida. So we got top 10 teams all throughout here. Whether Winnipeg or Milwaukee wins this game 7, but here we go. Let's highlight this one. We're gonna take this nice and slow. So first period of the game, we start off here, and I don't know why the Sims paused. There we go. Okay. So starting off strong, the Pirates get 5 shots before Winnipeg can muster 1. And that's a strong start to the first period. That's how you get goals. But, you know, Hellebuck's going to do Connor Hellebuck. He's going to stand on his head. And, I mean, 14 shots in the first period is a pretty strong first from the Pirates, even though they don't actually score. And only 7 shots after the first for Winnipeg, 0-0 game. Second period now, we are going to see Winnipeg start to get some chances, lots of chances, and they finally score on that power play. Mark Scheifele putting the puck in the net for Winnipeg. The Pirates have really kind of started to fall apart here. Power play for Milwaukee doesn't convert. Our power play's just been garbage. And, man, Winnipeg forced that second period right back here. So here we go. Third period, facing elimination, down 1. Let's play our game, and hopefully we'll end up walking away with a victory, but who knows? They've definitely got better goaltending. So starting off the third period, the Pirates are going to win the face-off, and they're going to break in. Getzel walking in, shot save, there's a rebound there. And Vesalainen picks it up. Right, yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, real cool odd man rush, man. Fuck off. Bullshit. Bullshit fucking play. I don't know why my team's changing right in the middle of an odd man rush. I love it, but I fucking hate it. We can't have that garbage play going on. That's the AI just absolutely fucking me over. So I don't care. We're gonna fucking win this game still. Shit. I'm done, man. This is Superstar. This is super load of bullshit is what I'm watching. Sorry, but Winnipeg's probably never going to win a cup in our lifetime. Whoever's watching this video, even if you're freaking 12, Winnipeg's probably never going to win a cup, which is sad, but that's just... Oh, God. Get out of my fucking face, Winnipeg. Set it up. Gosta Spear through traffic. Oh my god, man. If we don't beat Hellebuck in this game. For nothing. I literally don't know what else to tell you guys. But we cannot win past the second round. Why the fuck do I even record this? Why do I trade for all these players? We should have done full-blown fucking rebuild and just drafted every single player that we could. We outshoot them, we outhit them, we out-attack them, we out-face off them, we give them 3 penalties. We take 3 penalties all game. They score on 2 power plays. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. There's another fucking first round and second round exit on a President's Trophy winners. You guys are fucking trash. Like, our team, Milwaukee, is fucking trash. I bet you Winnipeg gets bounced in like 5 games by Vancouver as well. Like, and then Vancouver will literally go and just get absolutely curb stomped by Carolina or Florida. Either team, either Eastern Conference team will be better. But yeah, Winnipeg will somehow lose, and then Vancouver will obviously lose. So that's going to be the rest of the playoffs. I'm calling it now. Let's see what happens. Also, 13 goals in 12 games, like, and then George Whitney just doesn't score at all in game number 7. So, yeah, real franchise talent we got there. Can't do anything in the playoffs, obviously. So it is what it is. And I called it. Carolina wins the Cup. And Manitoba wins the Calder. So that's just how it goes. I'm choked. I'm choked at how poor our team was in that game 7. And oh no, Winnipeg swept Vancouver. Okay, so Vancouver got crap kicked at some point, and then Winnipeg got crap kicked at some point. So wow, Carolina literally lost 3 games on the way to the Cup. They were pretty darn solid. So yeah, for your award winners, we see Carolina win the Cup, Milwaukee with the Presidents, which is absolutely meaningless, Winnipeg with the Clarence, and Prince Wales to them. Draisaitl with the Art Ross, George Whitney with the Hart. Okay, that's nice. John Carlson wins another Norris. Braden Point with the Lady Byng this year. Ponomarev wins the Calder. Teravainen with the Conn Smythe. Tuukka Rask wins the Vezina. Harry Upshaw and Blackwood win the Jennings. Provorov with the Masterton. Vigier or Vegas' coach with the Adams. Horvat with the Selke. And the Ted Lindsay also goes to Whitney, as well as the Rockets. So George Whitney, quite highly decorated this year. And Braden Point wins an award as well. So our 2 best players win awards. Not surprising, really. So it is draft time now. And we will see Columbus maintain the first. Literally nobody moved. Literally nobody moved. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that before. But cool. And for retiring players, we are going to see Patrick Marleau call it a career. Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler's could have played another year for sure. Corey Perry, Ryan Sutter, or Suter, however you want to say it. Weber, Letang, all those guys could have kept playing. I don't know what's going on there. Strawman, yeah, probably time for him to hang up the boots, or hang up the skates. Nathan Gerby, 5'5", Nathan Gerby. Alright, and for goalies, we see Jimmy Howard as the big name there. Alright, so heading into this draft, we got 3 second rounders to use picks with, and, well, let's get to this. So guys, just before we jump into the draft, I want to show you guys the draft class we have lined up here, and hopefully what's going to pan out. So, we knew Ackerland and Levo are both going to be top-end kind of picks as far as potential goes. Webb most likely will be up there too, but we've got a guy named Petri Louis here who is a 1-year ETA, pinch and cycle, and huge. He's 6'5", so we're going to try to pick him up. Tamander as well I would like to get. Kajanek, I believe is how you say this. Philip Kajanek we might go after, but probably not. Instead, I'm looking into a couple different goalies, and then this Lehtinen guy popped up too. Antti Lehtinen, and power forward, elite player. Bring him in. Why not, right? Pick 104 and 123. Might have to make some trades here to get these kind of early picks at 38 through 41, but that's okay. So, let's get started with the draft. Check out just what we have available for picks to start with, and then make some moves from there. So we are looking at picks. Okay, we only have 35. That's not great. So I'm looking to trade. Levo's at 123. And we have pick 124. This pick, and I want to say that pick are all gone probably in whatever deal we make. But obviously this is pick 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, so the Kings aren't taking that one. I assume Petri Louis is going to go a little earlier, but I assume that we can get this pick 37 from the Rangers. So if we do that, and I have an idea here, guys. If we do that and Shesterkin. And Shesterkin's an elite goalie, 87 overall, 27 years old. If we can get the 37th pick and Shesterkin in exchange for Holtby. Do they have any other picks around 104 to 123? Because if they do, I got pick 69. We could use that, but that doesn't make sense. Okay. So if we do those two in exchange for... What if we send pick 124 in this deal as well? Is that even? I think that's a good trade. Let's go. Okay, we hold on to that second rounder, so that's some big value back that we probably would have given up otherwise. So we've got pick 35, 37. I'm going to try to get pick 38 from the Islanders here as well, since they are willing to trade it, and I want to see what else they have. Got pick 102, perfect. So that's good for, I believe, Leighton. If not, I think we'll go with Levo on pick 102. So if we can get those two picks in exchange for pick 60, and I think we're good with 156. No, 38 is just way too valuable. Okay, so anybody lower end, I would send Wharton across in this deal in a second. He's a grinder, probably not going to grow. If that evens it out, heck yeah. Alright, so that's looking really good now. We've got 35, 37, and 38 for picks. And now this is where I have to make up my mind on a trade or a potential trade. And whether we're going to try to improve the defense much more or what's going to happen here. Oh, so the first pick's made, and of course Connor Bedard goes to Columbus. He's going to be insane. Let's just sim the whole first round. Sim to pick 35. The whole first round, Pascal is fantastic. Ludwig Anderson, crazy good. Ludwig Persons. Bremberg, there's so many good players in here, dude. Peckham falls to pick number 8. What? He's such a good player. Billy Clark, yeah, not Bobby Clark, or Brant Clark. And then kind of dropped off. Witt looks actually pretty good. And then looks like our goalie didn't go yet, so let's call that timeout. But I want to find one more trade here, I think. Only problem is I don't know who we would potentially bring in on defense that would make a big enough impact for this team. Adam Fox, maybe. You know, that would actually make sense. If you could do a cap clearing move. They only have pick What? Oh man, I wanted Adam Fox though. Well, that's annoying. Adam Fox would be fantastic, to be completely honest. Or we could do a Jakub Slavin. Doesn't make as much sense, obviously, but okay, so we might not be able to pull off like a blockbuster deal, but I will still try to make a move with St. Louis. Even though it's not really going to clear up a ton of cap, they have some space, which is a good start. So if we can do a bit of a cap dump here and I can pull off pick like 80, I would say. And then maybe get like a second rounder back next year from them, I would be all right with this. So, I'm gonna have to call another timeout before the AI makes the pick for me. So, anyways, now that we are actually organized here, this is taking me far too long. In real life time, obviously, this is all gonna be chopped up and it's gonna look way better for you guys. But if we can get again 85 and St. Louis's second rounder in exchange for a little bit of salary dumping by the names of who are our biggest contracts here anyways. You know, honestly, our contract situation is not that terrible. We just have to get rid of some of these smaller deals down near the bottom. So if I can move Janssen, Sorelli, and maybe Carlo. Or maybe not Carlo. Maybe Nudivara, actually. If I can send those three guys across in exchange, I would take it. We're literally clearing up $8 million right there. Trade accepted. That is huge. So I'm incredibly happy where our team's at now. And let's fire off some picks. I'm ready to go. So, starting things off, honestly, I was kind of looking at a bunch of guys here, but I would say Magnus Timander has to be the pick to start things off. And he's a 70 overall, medium top 6, two-way forward. And Ottawa takes that kid guy who is useless. Not useless, but not great for a second rounder. Honestly, I thought Tyson Cruz might turn out too, but I think we're going to go with Ackerlund just because he's also a 2-year ATA and he's a goalie and just so many good things. Plays like Luongo, yes please. And 70 overall. Oh, he probably just got the best goalie in the draft there. And that's including this first rounder that went to Montreal in Brody Witt. Yep. Yeah, 10 picks too early. Oh, yes, baby. That is a great pick. Okay. And then finally, I want to go with Petri Louis. Again, hopefully a 1-year ATA. I'm not certain on that, but okay, 68 rated, medium top 4, two-way defender. Petri Louis, welcome to the Pirates. Man, if these guys pan out, if these guys all make the NHL, all make the Pirates squad, oh my goodness. Sign me up for some Pirates hockey in the future. This team's going to be filthy. And over to pick 52 now, we're going to see Zykov get picked as well as, honestly, some pretty good players. Whiting, Fortier, Cruz. Yeah, okay, there's some good guys in there. Cruz was pretty good, actually. Do not get me wrong on that. Cruz was good, just not as good as Timander and some of these other guys. And then I think we have to take Randy Webb. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense not to take him. And okay, he is elite. I was like, man, if he's a starter, that's going to be such a troll. But yeah, that's a good pick as well. And now we head over to pick number 66. And with pick 66, we are going to see... literally nobody get picked in between. Yeah, Parrish was not that good. Okay. Potential-wise, anyways. You know, that high potential could be interesting on Haskins. But I was actually looking at this guy here, Byron Betts. Supposedly supposed to go at pick 69. I'm going to take the risk on him if it lets me select him. And he is a... Okay, high starter, but 55 overall. That's an interesting goalie and definitely a trade piece in the future. Can't say he's going to, you know, beat out Ackerland or anybody like that. But, oh, Haskins was a high elite. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, he took the wrong goalie. Oh, well. Would have had better value, but that's okay. And next up, pick 85. I've got lined up to take this Antti Lehtinen. Don't even care. We just want the potential that he might be out of place. And hell yeah, 51 overall. He's got lots of room to grow. And then over to pick 102. And Heino was alright. Man, we are crushing it so far, though. I'm glad I actually planned out my draft, because look at that draft. That's so solid, man. This is going to be such a fantastic draft. And of course we have to go with Levo next. No question about it. Kai Levo going to be the next pick, and he is a 47 overall medium elite. Okay. So hopefully he turns out, but at pick 102, I'm getting some serious Johnny Gaudreau vibes off of Kai Levo. And now we're all the way over to pick 188, because I just did not see a lot of players in between that I wanted to pick. We'll see if that pays off or not. Round 5 is going to see Eastwood go as an elite. Doyle that we were looking at earlier, 74 overall backup, unfortunately, so he turned out to be nothing. Price was good. Glenn Price, not bad there. Gonchar was actually quite nice at a 19-year-old, 62 overall. Okay, so not much there. Round 4, we literally just got Levo, and I think that was it. Anybody else? Nobody. Alright, beautiful, man. This draft is looking so good. And then I got off the board picks for these last two. I was looking at Pro Cup. We're not going to take him. We're going to take... Where is he? This guy. Lars Steen. And if he's a low elite, that would be gorgeous. He's not. Okay, he's a low top 6, but he is, you know, a low top 6 in the 6th round. That's not bad. And then over to pick 220. And we're going to see... 0. Well, another 73 overall backup, low backup this time in Safronov. But, no, absolutely nobody get drafted at the tail end of this draft overall. Steen's literally the best player up to that point. And... Can you tell it's 1:30 in the morning? But no, we're going to take... Yahir Milson, I believe. Yeah, there's also Kamachi, there's also Boyd, but we're going to go with Milson just because I'm feeling him. And he is a good old low bottom 6 sniper. Nice. But man, what a draft it was. I'm so genuinely happy with those picks. Tamander, Ackerland, Louis, those 3 guys are going to be fantastic players if they pan out. I'm saying if because they're only around a 70 overall. Webb, who knows, probably going to be a trade piece, but could be a good value goalie down the line. Same with Betts. Again, we just don't know who's actually going to pan out. Lehtinen and Levo, gambles in the mid-rounds, but they've got the potential they could turn out. Steen, a good later pick, and then Nilsson, a write-off. So, wow. What a draft that was. I think this is where we're going to be wrapping it up, guys. Because I'm just too tired to keep recording. And, man, I wish we could just put a fat L on our backs instead of a 0. Even though, a 0 is pretty accurate. We have won 0 cups. But, yeah, that was an absolutely insane, and by insane, I mean insane as it gets, draft. And I am very proud to say that this team is looking good for the future, especially with players we've drafted now. Alright, and we have one RFA skater. I believe I actually got contracts on some guys here, so yeah, 10.6 million there. It's literally just Getzel that we have to sign, as well as Shesterkin. Ackerland, though, is going to be getting the job here, I think. How many trades did we just make? We just made 3 trades. From this season to last season, we're definitely, I think we have 2 trades left. So I could see us moving Greer. That is a very, very enticing option. Okay, only 6 million for Shesterkin for the next couple years is not bad either. But we could get a piece out of Greer too, if he does well. Ooh. Getzel unfortunately can't get paid 11 million. That's just too much. Because we still have to pay Sanford. We still have to pay Carlo. Timander will get a contract. Same with Louis. Because those guys are just going to be good players in this team. I think we should give Malikov a sign-in too. I think he gets playtime this upcoming year. Lehtinen and Levo and Steen, those guys won't get contract offers for a little while yet. But yeah, we got some youngins in here that are going to be very nice players. And by the sounds and looks of it, most players are going to want to re-sign with this team as well. So yeah, we're doing all right. We need to try and maintain a little bit of cap space if we can, which is going to be difficult with all the contracts we have, to be completely honest. Yeah, we're going to probably be picking Romanov and Kaprizov over guys like Klingberg, and yeah, it's going to be tough coming up here in the next few years, but that's cap management when you have a good team. Maybe we'll see somebody like Gostisbehere get moved because we just don't have any other options, and we'll need to go with a weaker defense maybe. Because I agree that we do need to keep Getzel around. And he's going to be expensive either way. So he wants a 6-year deal. I think we're going to be offering him around that, but if we've got Getzel and Shesterkin to sign, Shesterkin wants short term with this team, which honestly I probably wouldn't even be opposed to. He's a really solid goalie. And yeah, I think we might even sign him shorter term. But anyways, that's kind of just overviewing the contract situation for what we'll do next episode. And guys, just looking through at goalies, I think our best bets are either going to consist of trying to go after a guy like Jonas Korpisalo, who's 4 years, $4.5 million. I think we're going to have to move Shesterkin, honestly. So we could go after him, We could go after like Linus Ullmark maybe if he's not going to be too expensive. Or we could go after, I'm thinking Jordan Binnington maybe. He could be alright, especially for that cheap and being a starting caliber goalie too. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, you know, downgrade a little on the goaltending. Hopefully not rating wise too much, but just price wise more so. And yeah, that's where we're going to wrap it up. So if you guys enjoyed this episode and enjoyed watching the Pirates lose, and of course that fantastic draft that we just had, then make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell to never miss when these uploads come out. Again, if you want to check out some hockey apparel, we got yard sale hockey down in the description below. Use code Etanyos for 15% off. And that's where we're going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time.